Hello Reformers, and welcome to a special feature of Calradia 1417. This is a mod based in the early 15th century of Calradia and is based on Tokens Calradia actually. Anyway, we're going to be starting a new game here, and this is going to be a bit unique. It's going to be something that I've not done for a very long time, and you'll see exactly what I mean very soon. So anyway, we are going to be creating our character here. I'm going to be playing as a female character. And this is the first time that I've actually played as a woman in a very, very long time. The last time that I actually played as a female character was in the original Prophecy of Pendor series. So yeah, very long time ago. Anyway, if you'd like to check out this mod, there is a link in the description. It does require WSE, by the way, so if you want to do that, then you need to install that as well. Anyway, let's have a look. I do not mind encountering sexism, because that is a little bit more historically accurate, I suppose. Anyway, we are going to mostly go for a noble route for the most part here, because I would like to get the horse. And the horse is going to be really, really good because, well, I feel like being able to solo many of the bandit parties, or at the very least try to be as powerful as possible early on, is going to be very, very useful for us. And I'm thinking noble initially, and then I think we're probably going to be playing, I think maybe a stepchild or something like that would probably be pretty good, because that might make sense for our riding skill, maybe, and we might be able to use a bow as well. Bear in mind that there are guns in the game, but they are not yet working, so to speak, because this is a early version of the full version of the mod. So yeah, there's that. But as far as I'm aware, it's a very full-featured mod as it is. Anyway, we are going to be playing as I don't really know. A lady in waiting, I suppose, will probably be fine. And then we will go for probably loss of a loved one or something like that. There we go. Alright, so yes, now we get to choose a banner almost immediately, which is pretty cool. And I'm going to try and choose one that is somewhat fitting, but I really have no idea what that is. Maybe we'll go for something a little bit... maybe a little bit frosty. I'm actually unsure whether I should really use the same name that I used all the way back when in the original Prophecy of Pendor series. Maybe. Alright, so I think I found something pretty cool here. We're going to go for this tree-like thing, and we'll see what we can do from there. Now, I am actually going to be using the same name that I used way back, and that is obviously in the Prophecy of Pendor series, and these are our stats. Actually, very, very nice stats right now. We have decent intelligence, good amount of charisma. The persuasion is going to come in mighty handy, and that's actually intelligence-based instead of charisma-based. So we probably want to go pretty heavy intelligence, but for the most part right now, I'm just going to go straight up strength. Actually, wait a minute. Let's go for 8 strength, 8 agility, and we should probably go for another point in intelligence, because I am aware that there are many, many bandit parties that are very much aggressive, and they are going to want to do quite a bit of damage to us. We have 4 in riding skill, which is amazing, in my opinion. That's going to be so incredibly useful in early fights. We do have first aid and wound treatment as well, which is always good, and for the most part we should probably be speccing into persuasion and maybe a little bit of leadership here and there as well, but at the moment we don't really need leadership. Maybe we should go for some prisoner management, because taking prisoners is always a good way to make some cash. And I'm going to improve my archery skill, probably going to be using a bow. Now, of course, the one problem that we are now going to face is that we have to deal with the character creator, and, well, it's going to be pretty... oh, there we go. It might be pretty difficult, I was going to say, to actually find something relatively agreeable, but anyway, we're going to just go with... I am really bad at choosing hairstyles in general. With a guy, I'll just pick anything randomly, but as a girl, I kind of want to make it look cool, but as a guy, you're just like, oh, helmet on, it's all good, you know? But yeah, we're going to have to choose something kind of nice here. I think that seems nice. Okay, let's go for something like that, shall we? Oh yeah, it seems like I basically did not even change her at all. Oh, great. Well, whatever. Let's just choose that. Alright, so now, in this mod, the factions are much more balanced, or at the very least, they are given many, many similar units with varying bits of stats, and I will show you the troop tree as we go forward, but for the most part I actually want to play probably with the Rodox actually, but I'm not entirely sure about that because that would mean that I would have to then use, well, crossbows. I wouldn't need to use crossbows, but it would probably be more likely to succeed there. But I'm actually going to start in Swadia, and that obviously doesn't mean that I need to use their units or anything like that. I kind of just want to start here because there are many, many looters, as you can see right there. There's already a couple right in front of us. Now, I am going to move around them because we are moving so fast. That is really nice. Got 5 Swadian recruits already. What we're going to attempt to do as well is try to marry a good lord. I don't exactly know which lord right now. I haven't really decided, but it's going to be pretty fun to try and get them to agree to that and all that stuff, because I've never actually done that before. I've never done that before, ever. So it's going to be pretty fun. All right, so let's have a look and see what we can do against these looters. I don't think it's going to be that difficult to you know, actually tackle these guys. 6 against 12, and the cool thing about starting as a noble female is that you actually get a really good horse. And this horse is a spirited courser. It is pretty amazing because it is probably one of the fastest horses we're going to get, and I'm going to try and be very, very careful with it as well, because I will not want to get this lamed at any point. Getting this lamed is probably going to be the worst thing that would happen in this playthrough. But, well, let's see whether we're able to, you know, keep it alive for the most part. And yeah, there are some custom sounds as well, by the way, so if you're not hearing the regular slashes and everything, then that's the reason why. And they do give you a couple of sound.txt files in the mod download, and you can replace them as you wish, but I didn't find that it actually made that much difference. So yeah, if that matters to you, then obviously you can, you know, do it as you wish, and maybe it will change for you, but it obviously didn't really change for me. But anyway, I think we're pretty good right here. I mean, my shield itself is actually seeming to be pretty good too. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Seems to have a pretty nice little tabard on it as well. And my Swadians were able to kill the looters. I mean, obviously, looters are very, very easy. There's one renown for us. I actually got 10 kills out of the 12. Pretty amazing. We don't have any shoes or anything like that just yet. And we're going to be switching to Nomad armor right here. I'm going to be just taking absolutely everything I can. What are we currently using? A battered small Pavis shield. Actually, not even that bad. And a Saranid sword. Pretty nice, actually, considering. And as you can see, there's the Spirited Courser. It has 52 speed. Pretty insane for so early on in the game. And there we go. Alright, so let's just go into the marketplace here. And we are, of course, going to be attempting to buy an enterprise as soon as possible, but that might, you know, that might be a little bit difficult initially. We do start with some nice amount of dinars here, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. Also, bear in mind, in this mod, there are new companions as well, and we might actually get to take a couple... Oh, look, oh, this is actually very good. If Jeremus is free in this mod, then I think we are going to be in a really great position. Okay, so let's have a look. He is a medic. Welcome to our company. Nope, he joins for free. Fantastic. So that price was not changed. But yeah, there are a number of new companions, and I would love to be able to take them. But as far as I am aware, they are very expensive. And I mean, they would be. I mean, look at Catherine right here. Catherine has some really good gear. I mean, you can tell. She's got some, you know, decent mid to high tier armor on. And let's have a look. 6,000. Right. Yeah, 6,000. That's going to be a bit too much. What about Camilla? I'd like to get both of these if at all possible, but that's not going to happen in my opinion. I think she's probably going to be extremely expensive as well. 15,000 even. Okay, yeah, that's definitely something we will probably not be able to do just yet. I would like to participate in a tournament, maybe. I'm not entirely sure what kind of tournament they have in the mod, so it should be pretty fun to find out. But for the most part, let's go and speak to the guild master. I like being able to speak to the guild master immediately without having to go into the town and, you know, finding him Anyway, do you happen to have a job for me? Deliver some wine. Okay, so deliver some wine to Kudan. Sure, I'll make the delivery. Why not? And along the way, we are going to be attempting to take some people from the various villages here. I'm going to be using Swadian units for the most part. Now, bear in mind that this is not native. And I'm talking about, obviously, Swadian Knights. You can get Swadian Knights in this mod, but it will not make you the most powerful in the game. Because native, obviously, it's very, very different to this. And I'm actually going to show you the troop trees relatively soon. But let me just tell you that other factions, and I'm talking about quite a few factions, have knights of their own. And they do have different stats and all that sort of thing, so they are not going to just be carbon copies of each other. If you decide to select a certain faction, like for example, if we were to select the Vaegirs, which might very well be the case because they do have some very offensive units and they do focus on using bows. And if we are going to be a long-ranged unit, then it might make sense for us to use the faction that will give us the greatest benefit. Anyway, let's just continue through here. And yeah, anyway, the Aegean Knights themselves have, I believe, 6 power strike. And that, I believe, is the highest of any knight unit in this mod. And the only unit that has more power strike, I could be wrong about this because I didn't look at the Sarranids, but the only unit that does have more power strike is a Nord Huskar, and that has 7. So if you can imagine that, a Aegean Knight actually on a horse being able to have 6 in power strike, that's going to do so much damage. Let's not steal some cattle right now. And let's continue to move. They do have a salt mine here as well, so if you do want to utilize that for some additional gains, then of course you can do that. And aha! We have some looters on the horizon. Let us attempt to track them down. There we go. Easy enough. Alright, so this is going to be even easier than it was before, because we soloed those guys. I was actually thinking that we might want to take out a couple of forest bandits, because those guys, yeah, they're pretty, they're pretty hard, actually. Forest bandits do seem to be pretty formidable, and they are generally formidable in every single mod, yeah, at least initially. Because they do tend to come with some very good ranged capabilities. They have some nice archery skills, and that does make a very big difference in their effectiveness against early game characters. But we do have a good shield, so it might make sense. But oh, there we go. There's level 2, and they have a new level up sound as well, so that's pretty cool. And we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully my horse is not going to get taken out, but you can see the sheer speed of the thing. It is just making everything so much easier for us. And I am going to need to get a bow relatively soon, because me, leveling up my one-handed weapon proficiency, that's going to be great, that's absolutely fine, that's going to help me in tournaments, to win tournaments and everything. And obviously I'm going to have to select the right tournament, in the right town, basically, because if I get a tournament, for example, in, well, in Sarranid lands, maybe, then you're probably going to get a ranged, a thrown weapon of some kind, and it's really just not going to work out too well, especially considering my thrown weapon proficiency is pretty awful. So anyway, there you go. That was it. Very easy indeed, isn't it? Especially early game. And there we are. Okay, so we gain 1 renown. Not great, but we do gain a prisoner, and prisoner management seems to be a lot better in this mod as well. As you can see, I think, didn't I spec 2 points into it? I spec 2 points into it. I'm able to take 20 prisoners maximum, so that's really nice. And we also have, in my opinion, one of the best, should we say, loot sorting things that you, well, sub-mods that you can get. So, update management, we're going to be telling Jeremus to use one-handed and shield. And I could give him a crossbow, actually, so why not? Let's just get him a crossbow. I actually do have a crossbow in my inventory, so it might make sense to actually get him that. But for the moment, I think a crossbow, and we're going to upgrade his armor as well. Let's apply that to everyone. And there we go. Okay, so I'm actually unsure what we have here. Maybe there's something good for me. No, it doesn't seem like it, so I will just allow him to perform the upgrading. He did take something. I think he took some nomad armor right there, and I'm not entirely sure if he took a one-handed or something, but, well, doesn't really matter to me at the moment. and we're going to go down to Kudan. Let's level up a couple of people into militia. So I suppose that it would be a good idea. Where's Kudan again? There it is. Okay, so let's go up there. And yeah, we're going to take a look at the troop tree as well very soon, so I can actually show you exactly what's going on with the various troops here. Now bear in mind that there are a number of mercenary warbands on the map, and these guys are kind of mid-tier bandit parties. And you can see here they have mercenary swordsmen, horsemen, axemen, crossbowmen, and some horse archers as well. And they are going to be pretty annoying for us because, well, they're going to have some good gear, you know? They're going to have some good gear. They're going to be able to basically take on a pretty strong party like ourselves. I mean, we're not that strong at the moment, but yeah, not too bad. This might actually be something that we want to take on, but we only have recruits right now. Ooh, that's a little bit much. A little bit much for the moment. So we're just going to go into Kudan and deliver that. Oh, wow. They actually... Whoa, did you see that? Huge amount of bandits, and there's actually a named in there as well. Alright, so we have Bowen here. I'm actually wondering whether we will be able to take anyone. 1900. Yeah, it seems like most of the new companions actually do have a little suffix, I guess you could say, basically a title, and it tells you what kind of companion they actually end up being. So that's pretty cool. Lezelet is here, and I think I will be attempting to take him because he is a great trainer. He only requires 400, so I'm actually going to be taking him. I don't know whether Lezelet and Jeremus get along. I hope they do, but anyway, there we go. We've delivered the wine, and our relation with Praven and so on has increased. We can play a dice game as well. Should we play the dice game? Let's play the dice game and see what we can... I'll bet 50. Why not? Roll dice. Tavern Keeper rolls 7. Didn't I roll a 7? Oh, I won. How did I win? I have no idea. Try again? No, thank you. No, I do not want to try again, thank you very much. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna go and sell a couple of things here. This is a siege crossbow. Might be good for Jeremus, but he doesn't, I believe, have 10 strength. So, it's basically pointless for him. Gonna sell everything else here, and we will be buying some more food, too, because we are running out of it. And we really do not want to run out of that. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's have a look at Jeremus's stats, because we are going to... he has 8 in strength. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to level his strength for the next 2 levels, and then he will be able to use that siege crossbow. And it appears I was incorrect about the meeting of the Guildmaster. It seems like you do have to go into the town and actually meet them initially. So that's kind of annoying, but, well, that's what we have to do, so that's alright. I mean, once we have enough money to be able to build an enterprise, that's such a formality, it's really not a problem. So, let's see what we can otherwise do in the north here. Hello, Tundra Bandits. Shall we try attacking some Tundra Bandits? I don't know whether this is really going to work out too well, but it is going to give us a huge amount of... Oh, wow. They have some really good armor. Well, at the very least, the bandit leader has really good armor, so I don't know whether we're going to be able to do this, but, well, we're going to try our best. We'll see how it goes. And the blindingly white snow is just insane, but yeah, hopefully they will be blinded as well, because they are... Well, they are Tundra Bandits. They're probably going to be used to it, aren't they? Yeah, so they've probably got a couple of sunglasses on and everything. It's probably not going to work out too well for us. But there are a number of trees. Thankfully, I don't have any cavalry, so it's not going to affect us too much. And let's see what standard of unit they are actually going to have. Because, let's face it, if they all have that armor, we are in a really bad position. Oh, there they are. They're right there. I was looking in the wrong direction. How fantastic. Okay, so they do have range, so that's obviously a bit of an issue. I'm hoping that our recruits actually do come with a couple of shields, I hope. If they don't, then this might be bad. Okay, let me see if I'm actually able to do a couple of hit-and-run attacks here. Whoa, okay. Yeah, this is gonna be harsh. This is gonna be very harsh. Let's tell our people to charge in. They don't have shields. Yeah, my people do not have shields. I might be able to take out a couple just by running through them. because my horse, as I say, is very, very fast. And there we go. Oh, we took out the leader. We took out the leader himself. Fantastic. We might actually come away with a victory here. If we can come away with a victory, this is going to be great. But if we can't, then, well, it's not going to be great, obviously. Yeah, it's very good. Okay, so if I can just continue to deal damage. Yes, take out the veteran. Take out the veteran, and maybe we can take out a couple of them. Reinforcements have arrived. Okay. Well, I guess I can just try to do this, and maybe... Oh, yeah, there we go. Nice, nice. We're using the distraction of our forces as pretty good. You know, not too bad. And I think we might walk away with the victory here. Wow. Okay, that... Still relatively close. Wow, okay. Did we do it? We did it, I think. Despite the blindingly white snow, we were able to do it. 12 renown for us. How many did we lose? Actually, none. What? Oh, they must have all had blunt weapons. That is amazing. I was actually thinking, oh, we're going to lose so many here, but they must have been using blunt weapons. Wow. We ourselves took out 15 of the possible 21 units that we had against us right there, and we are able to take a couple more. Alright, so let's have a look at Lezelit. Yeah, he could use a crossbow. I don't really want him to be honest. Let's see what Jeremus is going to... Yeah, he's going to use that. That's absolutely fine. There we go. Okay, so that's good. So let's just let them take whatever they want for the moment. And then I will be taking the rest. Nobleman outfit. A shield. That is a very, very good shield. I'm actually wondering why Jeremus did not take this. Bit weird. Okay, well, I guess I'll take the Nomad bow just in case, because I am going to be using a bow, but I wouldn't like to use that for too long, I suppose. Saranid sword, is that better than what I have here? The reach is much better, so I suppose I'll use that, and I will be using this new armor here. I personally feel like the leg armor is a little bit better than the body, I guess, maybe? Otherwise, we might want to use this spiked mace. There's also a lance. This lance is also very good, so I'm going to use that too. Alright, so otherwise, that's good. And we do get a little bit more money as a result of us winning that. And look at how many we got leveled up. That's very nice. Okay, so let's level those guys up into militia. And now finally, it probably would be a good idea to take a look at the troop trees so you can actually have a see here. Now, bear in mind that obviously because this is an early version of the mod, that things are not going to be, you know, too polished just yet. So most of the troop trees are a little bit cut off in the bottom area here, but you can still click on the units and see exactly what kind of stats and equipment they have. But anyway, as you can see, standard Swadian Knight. You can see exactly what gear they have the potential of spawning with as well. So you can see that they actually come with some extremely good plate armor. They have blunt weapons and piercing weapons and everything. And you can see their stats, Power Strike, Iron Flesh, all very balanced, you know, all very nice, 58 HP and everything. And then if we were to go to the Vaegirs, for example, then you can have a look here at the Vaegir Knight, 6 in Power Strike. And they come with Bardiche, War Axes, even the Mace as well. And obviously they don't come with the Morning Star or anything like that. They are going to come with slightly lighter armor. And it's not going to give them as much protection, although if they do spawn with the Vaegir plate armor, that will be absolutely fine for them. Heraldic plate mail they have the chance to spawn with as well, so that's even more insane. But for the most part, they're more offensive, basically. They're just more offensive Swadian Knights, which is really good. The Khergit Khanate doesn't seem to have changed that much, but they have a much easier time of basically just leveling up into horse archers, lancers, and so on. So yeah, you basically just get horsemen almost immediately. And then we have the Huskarls of the Nords. They are amazing, as per usual. Of course, the Nords do not come with any knights, so that is obviously going to be a bit of an issue. But they also come with axemen now. And these axemen, they mostly spawn with these pole hammers. And these pole hammers, I have used units in the past, specifically in a Clash of Kings series, that have used only these pole hammers, and they are amazing. They are really, really good. So yeah, I guess if you had an army of Huskarls and Axemen, you're going to be pretty unstoppable at that point. Otherwise, Kingdom of Rhodoks, There we have Rodock Knights. They're much more defensive, as you would expect from the Rodocks. They have 4 in Power Strike, 4 in Iron Flesh, in comparison to this Wadian Knight having 5-5, and the Vaegia having 6-3 or something like that. So there's that. And of course they come with these insane Arbalests as well. So they're very, very good at what they do defensively. And then otherwise we have the Saranids here. Haven't actually taken a look at these yet. So they're much the same as the Swadian Knights in terms of stats. So they are obviously going to have this. They are... I'm actually surprised that they're not using any thrown weapons. They don't seem to be using any thrown weapons. I guess they just wanted to be a bit more streamlined. And then we have the Dark Knights. Now, those guys are the, shall we say, the unique faction that you can find on the map here. Now, I'm actually unsure where they are. Where do they spawn in? Doesn't seem like they spawn in anywhere. Well, it seems like they might spawn in at a particular time. That might be the case. Or maybe I'm just missing them at the moment. That might be the case as well. But from what I can tell, I can only see the standard factions right now. So anyway, we are going to continue onward, and we will be attempting to find our next prey, but I will need to rest up in a nearby town and maybe sell my loot as well. I'm actually pretty thankful that I have some wound treatment here too, because that wound treatment is going to come in mighty handy. I actually have leveled up many times, so it might make sense for me to spec into something here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spec into strength and agility right here, and then we will go for another couple of points in intelligence. I'd like to go for some more wound treatment as well. We already have Jeremus, so we don't need a medic. I don't need to spec any more into surgery or anything like that. So we're just going to go for some Power Strike, Iron Flesh, and we might as well go for some Power Draw as well. And it might make sense for us to also go for a little bit in Weapon Master too, because I would be able to then use my weapon points to level up my archery even further. And hopefully I will be able to find a bow that is actually good. I mean, I have a Nomad bow here, which is... well, not exactly great, is it? And I'm actually going to use the Spiked Mace instead of the Saranid Sword, even though the reach on the sword is really good, and I would say that it's probably worth using it just for that. I would like to take some prisoners. Taking prisoners is probably going to be our next best thing for making money and everything. And we do have Sea Raiders now, so technically I could fight some Sea Raiders here. I don't have that much in the way of... well, units up and running, so I'm probably just going to go into Rivercheck here as quickly as I... oh, hello. Well, never mind then. Apparently I will be fighting some Sea Raiders. I did not really want to do that at the moment, but, well, if that's how it has to be, then that's how it has to be. We have 18 against 13. Hopefully most of the units that are active are my militia, and none of the recruits. Because if they are recruits, well, we might have some issues. But I'm thankful that we are not fighting in the blindingly white snow anymore, even though we are technically in the north. So let's have a look and see if we can do this. I mean, obviously, Sea Raiders, you're going to expect these guys to be very, very well geared. And if I am actually able to take out a couple of them, like that for example, then I will be able to take them prisoner, which is even better. So I'm actually kind of surprised that they are allowing me to... really? Do they really have that little HP? Kind of surprised. Very surprised, actually, because I thought, yeah, we're probably going to have some issues with these guys, but yeah, they seem to have some pretty... well, yes, that happened. That is pretty crazy. I'm actually kind of happy that we did not... I'm actually going to retreat right here. And we're going to go back in, because I don't want to allow my forces just to fight without me, but I'm actually kind of happy that my horse did not get killed. If my horse got killed, then I think we'd be even... well, we'd be in a really bad position, because I don't really want it to get lame or anything like that. So yeah, unfortunately the brightness and the fact that it's nighttime is making a big difference to, well, my effectiveness, because I have no idea which unit is the leader. So that's obviously going to be a bit of an issue going forward. So I think what I might have to do, considering I am such low HP right now, I will have to wait until my forces engage the enemy, which is really not good. Definitely not something I want to see. But well, we're gonna have to do it for the sake of my survivability. I mean, I have an absolutely awful helm on right now, so I guess it's not surprising that I took 88 damage. Really, 88 damage? That's crazy. I was like, oh, these guys seem pretty easy. Oh, very good of me. Very nice. Okay, let's see if I can... oh, no. Don't get shot by that guy, please. Don't get shot by that guy. Come on now. Don't get shot by him, please. Okay. Let's see if I can do something here. Oh, I got killed again? 9 damage? How did I take 9 damage? Really? How did I take 9 damage from that? I have no idea. Well, we were doing really well, actually. I'm gonna retreat and see whether we can actually leave. Okay, that's fantastic. We can actually leave. So that means... yes, thank you, Lezelit. Thank you for being upset. Okay, well, we are gonna... yeah, we're gonna pull back. We can just leave one soldier. That's fine. We can leave one soldier. Let's get into river check. Yeah, there we go. Okay, phew. We actually made it in. So, that's fine. That is actually fine. I don't even mind, really, what happened there. Wow, 15,000? This guy has 15? Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so I'm pretty happy that we were able to, well, survive that particular encounter, because that would have been pretty messy, wouldn't it? Anyway, we are gaining a pretty decent amount of money right here, surprisingly. And these are both the same, right? Yeah, these are both the same, so I can just sell one of those, I guess. Alright, so otherwise I'm gonna go to the tavern, see if we maybe can sell a couple of our... wow, there's a huge... yeah, look at that. There are so many new companions. I really just want to make enough money to be able to get all these guys. They're going to be so powerful for us. But there is actually a port here as well. You can buy ships, 10,000. It's pretty insane. But yeah, you can do that if you want to. And of course, you can buy some acres here. You can borrow some money. How much money can I actually borrow? 5,000. Pretty good, considering. And obviously I haven't met the guildmaster yet or anything like that. So, is there actually a person in here? Yeah, there is. Boyar Mariga. We might want to go into the castle and actually speak to him and see whether he is a decent personality, because maybe we want to join the Vaegirs. It might make sense. Okay, let's have a look. Hello. I don't recognize the device on your banner. No doubt another foreigner come to our lands. As if we didn't have so many here already. He already does not like us, so that's not good. Oh, there is Freelancer, as you can see. There is Freelancer included in the mod, so if you want to be a soldier in someone's army, then you can do that. And I want to ask you something. I want to ask... I actually want to... I want to know who this guy actually is and who he is related to, if at all possible. Do you have any tasks? A Sea Raider hideout. That sounds like a really good thing for me to do. How long do I have to do that? 60 days. Okay, that's great. Okay, so Lady Nisha, let's speak to her and see what... she is wife to Boyar Mariga. Okay, so we are not going to be able to marry him unless we, well, do the funny business, but I don't really want to do that, to be honest, because he seems like kind of an idiot, so didn't really want to do that. But I will do his Sea Raider hideout quest, but we will do that in the next episode, because I am going to need to restore myself a little bit here. And yeah, we'll go on from there. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you'd like to check out the mod, there is a link in the description. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.